Sarah Chase from Chaseholm Farm. I'm a third-generation dairy farmer, but I'm 100% grass-fed, organic. We practice rotational grazing, holistic management. We're managing on our home farm 220 acres with about, at this point, 75 cows. The first benefits that you notice when you are rotationally grazing is that you know that you're going to have grass for your cows. In a continuous grazing system, the grass can't keep up with the cows. In prescribed grazing, where you're setting up where the cows can and can't go, they only have access to what you give them, so they do a clean job taking down all those plants sort of the same, and then that zone can regrow and you can count on that grass to come back. We started grazing taller, not turning them into it until the grass was taller than it had been when we were first grazing. And that way we were able to control the amount of energy the cows were getting. It's like they're not only getting protein from this lush grass, which is generally down lower on the plant, they're getting to eat this higher energy, top of the plant, photosynthesizing, very green and active forage. And we can take them out to make sure they don't go down below maybe a 6-inch residual. Leaving a little more residual helps the plant grow back faster. Carbon is sequestered by the plant photosynthesizing and sending carbon dioxide down into the soil, where it is traded with the microbes and through the roots, through the exudates, and we're trying to encourage that relationship to happen more and more and more and more. So I will graze a pasture and mow it down so that the grass is small in the fall when those perennial plants are starting to cool it a little bit and prepare for winter. And then I will no-till into that sod a heavy rye mix. It needs to have grasses, legumes, and forbs in there. And in the spring, those plants are all gonna grow up, and we mow it down so that they're not gonna come back after, we take a first cutting off the field. They're plants that are there to contribute to the networks in the soil. We call our system not just rotational grazing, but I call it adaptive planned grazing, because it feels really important that the grass managers are responding to weather events. Each season is different. How much rain are we getting? How hot is it? How many cows do you have on the pasture? All of those factors are going to change the way you should be grazing at a certain time. This grazing strategy gives you more resilience. It's part of the tool set for managing a forage-based farm in a time when climate change is causing all sorts of chaos in the way we were used to doing things. It does take a real change in management style. That means spending a lot more human time setting up fences and taking down fences. It means designing your farm in a different way. But besides the time and learning, there's not a ton of investment, and I think that it really does pay dividends long term for farm health, animal health, and in our case, both milk and meat quality. I would absolutely endorse some version that works for you of an adaptive grazing plan.